Good day, everyone. After talking about the proper food handling, food safety, and sanitation practices, now let's move on the next topic all about perform mise en place. Mise en place is the term used in professional kitchens to describe the organizing and arranging of the work space, ingredients, and equipment before beginning to cook. It translates directly from French as to put in place. It's the preparation of food equipment before you begin cooking. For example, you might clean and dice your tomatoes, measure out your dry ingredients, or whip your eggs. Also, you want to make sure that you have all of your equipment and tools on hand and ready to use. With the help of these handy preparations, when the time comes to combine the ingredients on the stove or assemble the final dish, you aren't scrambling to dice your onions or chop your parsley. There are three things to be considered and remember why we need to practice effective mise en place and what will be the importance of mise en place. Number 1. Save time. Saves time by having everything ready to combine. Number 2. Eliminate the chance of culinary disaster that occurring the lack of preparation. Number 3. Save space on counters. Making every cooking step as efficient as possible is what additional to the success of a well-made meal. And now let's move to the importance of mise en place. Mise en place is easy. Get organized and prepared. Being organized and prepared in the kitchen saves time and frustration. Number 2, multitasking. Trying to multitask between ingredient preparation and cooking could be a recipe for disaster. To practice mise en place, there are 6 steps that we must to be considered. Step 1, read the entire recipe. What do you need to make this product? Step 2, prepare your workspace, prepare sanitation bucket, prepare wash stations, sanitize counter and workstations, locate trash receptacles for food waste or scrapping, clear counters of unnecessary items. Step 3, prepare the equipment. Check that all equipment is clean before food preparation. Preheat ovens, prepare pans, set out small utensils and other necessary equipment. Step 4. Gather ingredients. Pre-measure all ingredients into preparation cups and bowls. Step 5. Prepare ingredients and place in bowls. This may include washing, knife work, before putting into preparation cups and bowls. And step 6, begin cooking. Clean as you go to help with time management. By practicing these steps for mise en place, you can have the assurance that you can manage your time and create a good meal. Okay, and now let's talk about the tools, equipment, and utensils needed for preparing desserts and sweets. Everyone should be familiar with the tools, equipment, and utensils needed in preparing desserts. Every pastry chef must have these tools, utensils, and equipment for efficient preparation. Each tool is designed to perform a specific job in the kitchen. These are the following: measuring cup and spoon. Individual measuring cup are intended for dry ingredients. Glass measuring cup for liquid ingredients. Measuring spoon for ingredients used in small quantity. Mixing bowl. Used for mixing ingredients. It comes in different sizes. We have small, medium, and large. Next is cans and bottle opener. Used to open a food tin, preferably with a smooth operation and comfortable grip and turning knob. cutting board or chopping board, a wooden or plastic board where fruits, vegetables, and meat can be cut. It comes in different color. We have red, blue, yellow, green, black, and white chopping board. Red chopping board are intended for raw meat. Blue chopping board for raw fish. Yellow chopping board for cooked meat. Green chopping board for salad and fruit. Black chopping board is for vegetables, and white chopping board is used for bakery and dairy products. Using different colors of the cutting board or chopping board, it will help to avoid cross-contamination and also to lessen the spoilage of the food. Next is double boiler. Cooks food over water, steam heat rather than direct heat, which prevent scorching, great for melting chocolate and marshmallows. Also used for egg and cream-based sauces and puddings. If you don't have double boiler at your home, you can use mixing bowl and a saucepan. You will put water into saucepan and top of it, you will put the mixing bowl together with the chocolate. Reminder, if you will melt a chocolate, never direct it to fire to avoid burning. Next, we will have the funnel. It is used for transferring ingredients to smaller containers. Made of various sizes. It can be stainless steel, aluminum, or either plastic. Next, we will have graters. It's used to grate, shred, slice, and separate foods such as carrots, cabbage, and cheese. Next, we have fruit and salad knife, used to prepare salad, greens, vegetables, and fruits. Next is a spatula, used to level off ingredients when measuring and to spread frosting. Most likely it is used for dairy products. Next, we have the citrus knife. It's used to section citrus fruit. The blade has a two-sided serrated edge. Citrus meaning all sour fruits like calamansi and lemon. Next, we have the paring knife. Small knife to peel fruit, also good for slicing or chopping tiny foods. Next, we have kitchen shears, used to cut strips meat or just quickly chop up dried fruit or vegetables. Then we have rubber spatula. It is a tool to blend or scrape the food from the bowl. Spoon, or we call it serving spoon. It has three types of serving spoon. We have the solid, slotted, or perforated. Made of stainless steel or plastic, the solid ones are used to spoon the liquids over the foods and to lift foods including the liquid out of the pot. Slotted or perforated spoon used for lifting and separating the solid from liquid. Like for example, in cooking poached egg, with the use of perforated spoons, like what you see in the picture, it separates the egg from the boiling water. Next, we have the temperature scales, used to measure heat intensity. Different thermometers are used for different purposes in food preparation. Next, we have vegetables peeler, used to scrape vegetables such as carrots and potatoes and to peel fruits. The best ones are made of stainless steel with sharp double blade that swivels. Next, we have wire whisks, used for whipping eggs or butter and for blending gravies, sauces, and soup. The beaters are made of fluid steel piano wires which are twisted together to form the handle. Next, we have wooden spoon. They should be made of hardwood, used for creaming, stirring, and mixing. And wooden spoon are the best to use for non-stick pan to avoid ruining the pan. Next, we have the baking pan. Baking pans like loaf pan, cake pan, pie plates, baking sheets are so and are necessary for baking. And now let's move on for the equipment. More complicated tools are called equipments. They may refer to small electrical appliances such as a mixer or a large, expensive power-operated appliances such as a range or a refrigerator. Reminder or a note. As a rule, never use a piece of equipment until you are thoroughly familiar with its operation. Because using unfamiliar equipment can cause for a fire, that's why we need to read and follow all the instructions written in the manual for unfamiliar equipment. Refrigerators and freezers. Basically, refrigerator or freezer is an insulated box equipped with refrigeration unit and a control to maintain the proper inside temperature for food storage. With the help and use of refrigerators and freezer, it gives long shelf life with the food. Next, we have range. A kitchen appliance is used for cooking food. This type of range that you can see in the picture are most likely to be seen in the restaurant and hotel kitchen, and other range have the high burner. Next is mixers, used for mixing, creaming, and whipping ingredients. The ultimate mixer for anyone who bakes cold stand mixer. Also for bulk order in restaurant and hotel kitchen, instead of a stand mixer, they use industrial mixer bigger than the normal mixer. Now let's move on. Blenders are used to chop, blend, mix, whip, puree, grate, and liquefy all kinds of food. A blender is a very useful equipment. Let's proceed to the next topic, all about desserts. A dessert is a type of food that is eaten after lunch or dinner. This is the most popular meal that can be seen anywhere. Dessert is usually sweet course or dish as exemplified by pastry or ice cream, usually served at the end of the meal. It gives satisfaction to everyone. If you don't eat dessert at the end of a meal, most likely they say, I'm still hungry. That's why dessert have a big role in a meal. There is reason for eating dessert and sweets. These are the following. Dessert can be an opportunity to be creative. It will help you to enhance and develop your creativity factors because you wanted your simple dessert to look like appetizing by means of good plating and presentation. Even at home, if we are preparing dessert for others, we would like to put in a plate or glass that is looks good. Next, it will satisfy your cravings. Satisfying our cravings gives big satisfaction for ourselves, which other people post their picture in the social media or Facebook that they are happy and satisfied. Next, it will make you feel like a kid again. There's some dessert that will bring back the memories of your childhood days, which make you smile while eating and thinking all the memories. Next, it is romantic. For example, chocolate desserts like Toblerone or Ferrero, it is used to make some bouquet. This is used as a gift to surprise his or her partner in their special dates. Some people, because of dessert, they meet someone. Next, it will inspire you to be active. With the help of dessert, it will indulge you to do work more than you expect. Always keep in mind that the number one thing I love about dessert is what you see is what you get. Now let's move on the classification types of dessert and their characteristics. We have seven classification or types of desserts. We have fruits, cheese, gelatin dessert, custards, puddings, fruit cobblers, and frozen dessert. Number one, fruits. The simplest dessert and one of the best are fruits because they are nutritious, appetizing, and easy to prepare and serve. There are characteristics of good fruit desserts. These are appetizing aroma, simple, clean wash appearance, and as well slightly chill. Any fruits can be used as desserts. It will be depends on how you prepare and serve the fruit dessert. Some fruit desserts is a combination of two fruits, like for example, mango and banana. Number 2, cheese. Cheese is another excellent dessert that is ready to serve. It is made in all parts of the world from a variety of milks from cow, goat, and sheep. Cheese differs depending on the kind of milk used. Any kinds of cheese we can make as a dessert, but too much cheese cannot be categorized as dessert but it will result as a stuffing in bread. There are three general types of cheese based on their texture. We have soft, which are made with milk and cream. The good example for this, we have mozzarella cheese, feta cheese, and ricotta cheese. Soft cheese are served with crusty bread and fresh grapes at the end of the meal. However, they are also served at wine and cheese tastings or added to sandwiches, soups, and cooked dishes. Next is semi-soft, a smooth cheese with an elastic and pliable texture. These cheese have a very good melting. The good example for this is Monterey Jack and Gouda cheese. In addition to being an essential for fondue, semi-soft cheeses enhance the taste of pizza, pasta dishes, quiche, soups, salads, and sandwiches. And last, we have hard or firm. This is the most important category with its large number of cheeses and the popularity of its variety. The good example for this, Parmesan cheese and Parmigiano Reggiano. This type of cheese is eaten plain with fresh fruits or nuts. It is also served with cooked meats, pasta, or vegetables. It can also thicken a sauce, enhance a fondue, or give deep a tangy flavor. Next, gelatin dessert. These are easily prepared, economical, and vary in many ways. Gelatin is marketed in two forms. Number one, first, the unsweetened granule type that must be softened in water before use. Number 2, and the fruit gelatin to which flavor, color, and sugar have already been added. Gelatin dessert considered are easily prepared just only because with the use of powdered gelatin and water you can now create a dessert. And also you need to add some flavor and you use different shape of container so that you can make variety of gelatin dessert. Custard. Baked and soft custards vary in so many ways. Creamy and delicate baked custard may be served in their baking cups or may be unmolded and served with fruit garnishes or with dessert sauces. We have two ways of cooking method that can be used for custard. It can be baked custard and soft custard. Now let's move on to characteristics of baked custard. Number 1, firmness of shape. Number 2, smooth, tender and texture. Number 3, rich and creamy consistency. And last, we have excellent flavor. Puddings is a soft, creamy cooked dessert made with eggs, milk, sugar, and flavorings and thickened with flour or another starch. Characteristics of pudding: attractive appearance, excellent consistency, well blended flavor, firmness of shape, and an accompanying sauce to add interest. Did you know that in the bakery, a pudding bread is a mixture of near expiration bread? Yes, this is true. But it is okay, don't worry about that. The near expiration bread is mixing all together and add some ingredients so that you will have a different taste, and from that they now can sell another product called puddings. And it helps the bakery business to lessen the waste and spoilage of the bread. Next, fruit cobblers. These are not fruit pies. These are not fruit pies. They have a depth of 2 or 3 inches and are topped with biscuit dough rather than being made with pie crust. They may be served either hot or cold. It's look like a tart, but you can make a different size of this. It will be depend upon on the molder that you have. Next, frozen desserts. Frozen is defined as hard, but technically no desserts are sold hard. All you really need is freezer and a bit of determination. There are 3 types of frozen desserts. We have ice cream, sorbet or sherbet, and frozen souffle or frozen mousse. Ice cream is a frozen dessert made from dairy products such as milk, creams, egg, and sugar, often combined with fruits or other ingredients and flavor. What is the difference between sorbet and sherbet? Okay, good idea. Very good. Sorbet are made from fresh fruit and sugar, no dairy, meaning to say they are using fresh fruit and sugar plus water. And sherbet are made from fresh fruits and as well dairy products such as milk, cream. Next, frozen soufflés and frozen mousse. Mousse is a French word for foam. A mousse is a soft, creamy food, either sweet or savory, lightened by adding whipped cream, beaten egg whites, or both. Most likely, frozen soufflés and frozen mousse is the cheapest dessert. It offers to different occasions such as wedding and birthdays. For question and clarification, you can directly message me through Facebook Messenger or either send a message through email. Again, thank you so much for listening, my beloved students. Goodbye.
Happy learning at home with lessons made easy by Olivarian GoTeach. One proud Olivarians.